Hi, it's Tootie Tagerly coming to you a lot afternoon on Tuesday from San Francisco, California. So, this past weekend, I've had one of the most transformational experiences of my life and wanted to share a little bit about it and talk and teach a little bit about it around wolves and the question of which wolf do you feed and how to make tiny choices each day. I was really lucky this past weekend to be able to visit a ranch of one of my teachers, a ranch where he has 31, I believe, rescue wolves, and to spend a little bit of time in the presence of these majestic, wild, and beautiful creatures. And I saw a white wolf and a black wolf together, which reminded me of a Native American legend. I believe it's Cherokee. And a Cherokee grandmother is talking to her grandson. And I always picture this conversation happening by the firelight with it flickering. We're sitting outside underneath a dark, cloudless sky. And the grandmother tells her boy, "There's a fight going on inside of me. It's a terrible fight, and it's between two wolves. One is the black wolf. She represents envy, greed, arrogance, guilt, shame, lies, perfectionism, ego. And there's also a white wolf. She is joy, kindness, heart, love, wonder, generosity, humility. The black wolf and the white wolf continue to fight inside me. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every single person." The grandson listens thoughtfully and then asks his grandmother, "Which wolf will win?" So you may have heard the story before, and you may have heard that it ends like this, with the grandmother replying, "The one that you feed." Well, I've heard a different version of the story. I've heard that in the Cherokee world there's another ending. Perhaps this is reclaiming, or maybe it's appropriation, as I can't find the source. Perhaps it's dreaming up my own solution or my own answer. Whichever it is, the grandmother replies, "If you feed them right, they both win. If you only choose to feed the white wolf, the black one will be hiding around every corner. She is pushed down, repressed, ignored, and will jump to get all the attention she craves. But if you acknowledge her, the black wolf, she's happy. Both the black wolf and the white wolf can be happy." So I believe that both wolves are needed. To feed only one would starve the other. Feeding and caring for both, acknowledging both, means that there will be no deep, big internal struggle for your attention. So without that battle, have big, deep, existential battle, it's easier to listen to the voice of deeper knowing. It's easier to make choice. It's easier to give you peace. So that's how the fable goes. So if I take inspiration from this fable and dream my own interpretation, I take it further. One mistake that I make a lot is to think in black or white, ones and zeros. It's the bits of my computer science technology training, this or that. But it's often a false dichotomy because there are so many more nuances, shades of gray, complexities in the modern working world and in our lives. And that's why I love this alternate story of the two wolves. It's not as simple as feeding one versus the other, because both exist. The dark wolf could be the self-critics, all the voices in your head, the thinking. She's there to keep us safe in some way. My drive helped me to be successful in the world and do a lot of things. My drive, my intellect, my smartness. And yet, it can hold me back as well. So I don't think it's about one or the other of the wolves winning and picking one over the other. It's feeding the wolf with tiny choices each day. It's the tiny choice that's going to break a little pattern this day. Maybe today you need rest. Maybe today you need to choose joy. Or maybe today you need to choose to be the warrior, to armor up and get that shit done and tackle that to-do list. It's picking the shades and nuances of the wolf each day, each minute of each day. And it's not a giant battle, it's lots of tiny little steps, little choices for what you feed. The last thing that I wanted to say, separate from the Cherokee story, is that my teacher Teo, helped us track energy by introducing us to two different flavors, energies of wolf. One was to step inside a space where two purebred, and I don't think that's the right term, but two 100% wolves were there. The energy of that wolf was wild, aloof, but also curious. She wanted to come in to sniff us, to see who these humans were in her world. Then she could go back to doing her own thing. There's a lot of independence, a knowing who she is, knowing what she is, and being comfortable with that. And then he took us to another area where we met two wolf dogs, mixtures of wolf and dog. Had wolf in them, but had dogs in them. Hmm. And the wolf dog energy was play, useful, excited, fun, happy, also socialized to the rules, human rules. It was a joy to be with them, like little babies, little pups. The energy was different. The energy was being yourself and also socialized to the rules, whether it's human rules, rules of the family to which you belong, to the workplace, or whatever. So when I talk about tracking your energy, I think about the inspiration and thinking about what energy you feed each day, each moment, each choice. Do you need the energy of wolfiness, of wildness, and following what's in your heart, your individual lone instinct? Or do you need the energy of community to bond with the group and also give up a little bit of what's needed individually to create more harmony with the group? Which one is needed in each micro choice and decision? Hmm. So that's the lesson for today. A legend, a Cherokee legend around which wolf do you feed, which wolf will win, and how it's not about a big cosmic battle, but feeding the wolf with tiny choices each day. And as you do so, tracking your energy, tracking which bits of energy you need the most each day. All right, that's it for today, and I will see you next week. Bye.